we now? We are now in Cappadocia, aka Earth Valley. Where will we explore here? We will see the mysterious underground cities. We will discover the first churches of Christianity. We will visit the ruins. We will explore the fascinating fairy chimneys and many other places together with you, and we will even do a balloon tour if the weather conditions allow. Where are we now? We are in Urgup. We are at the Three Beauties fairy chimneys, one of the symbols of Cappadocia. As you can understand easily, it is made of 3 fairy chimneys standing side by side. So why is this triple fairy chimney one of the most well-known fairy chimneys here? Because their form is actually the first place that comes to mind when talking about fairy chimneys, the place where the mushroom hat form is seen most clearly. For this reason, this place has become both the symbol of Cappadocia and a photographing spot where many tourists come and take pictures. The Three Beauties also have a legend. Legend has it that the daughter of the king of Cappadocia fell in love with a shepherd and wanted to get married. Despite the king's disapproval, the princess and the shepherd got married and had a baby. Many years passed and the couple returned to the place where they had fled years later, hoping that the king would forgive them due to the birth of their child, and asked for forgiveness. Unfortunately, things did not go as they had hoped. The king released all his soldiers on his daughter, son-in-law and grandson because of his anger. In the face of this horrific situation, the king's daughter prayed so earnestly there that just when they were about to be slaughtered, the family turned into stone. According to the legend, the big stone in the front is the shepherd who stepped forward to protect his family. The little boy standing in the middle and the stone standing behind is the daughter of the king. Underground cities were one of the places we wanted to see in Cappadocia. The Cappadocia region is as famous as the impressiveness of the underground as well as the above ground. This is one of the underground cities that must be seen. Where are we? We are in Kaymakli. It's carved like an anthill, so to speak. How many thousands lived? How is it made? What's in here? We'll explore the details inside. Civilizations that have lived in Cappadocia for thousands of years have been exposed to many attacks and raids, and for this reason they have built shelters and such secret passages in every village, under every house, where they can escape in case of danger. They have created a living space in the underground cities where thousands of people can live for years without ever going out. When the Kaymakli Underground City was first built, it was built as for 1,000 people and as 2 floors. Later, when the Christians came here, the Christians carved another 6 floors. It became 8-story building in total. It has even turned into a city where 5,000 people live. We are actually in a cellar right now, so we're in the food storage warehouse. There are deep cavities, as you can see over there. They used to put their food and supplies here. The ground floor and first floor of the underground caves were generally used as animal barns, because in this way, they would bring the animals outside more easily. On the second floor, there was a cemetery and a church. At that time, they buried the dead by mummification. So where are we now? We are inside that church. This is a church area of approximately 30 people. Here, of course, from time to time, they created defense points against attacks. This is one of them. This stone protected them from any danger. They used to close these gates, and thus they stopped at the crossings of certain points and ensured security. Some points of the underground cities are like this. Beware if you have claustrophobia. Now, there is a very critical piece of information you need to know. You must follow the red arrows on your first tour. While turning back, you must follow the blue arrows. There are very narrow tunnels that only one person can pass through. If you mix, you can get head-to-head with others. Where are we now? We are at Goreme Open Air Museum. This place is also known as Goreme Ruins. This place is at the top of the list of places that must be visited in Cappadocia. Goreme Open Air Museum is actually a valley that hosts different rock formations. It was established in 4th century BC as a rock settlement during the first Christian period. It was used as monastery for centuries, and inside each of the rocks in this settlement there is a church, a chapel, a dining hall, a school, and different social areas such as the living room and the kitchen. Now there are many churches in Goreme Open Air Museum that must be seen, and their interiors are preserved. But unfortunately we can't film inside. That's why we can't share the details with you. I will share the photos. But when you come here, be sure to watch our videos beforehand. But when you go inside, put on your headphones, watch and listen to our information. We are now in front of St. Barbara's Church. Inside there are really simple red ochre paintings that look like they've been made by a little kid. Why are these pictures painted like this? Normally we expect to see much more detailed frescoes in churches. However, Christianity was forbidden at that time. Therefore, they made visuals in simpler form with symbols without being too obvious. They depicted it that way, but later on, more detailed paintings were started to be created after the Romans accepted Christianity and after Christianity was freed. Why is the name of St. Barbara important enough to be given to the church? Because she was the first Anatolian woman who was martyred for Christianity. She was from Izmit. She was killed by his pagan father, and this church was built here in her name. You see the Serpent Church right behind me. It is not allowed to film inside. Here we will explain the details. This is 11th century church. Why is this place called the Serpent Church? There are two equestrian figures at the entrance. The person riding the white horse is St. George. The person riding the red horse is St. Michael. They are fighting against snakes with spears in their hands, and that's why this church is called the Church with Snakes. We are now in the Rectorium, right in the middle of the Apple Church and the Serpent Church. What are we going to show you now, bride? What does this place mean, the refectory? The pantry is the part that consists of the kitchen and the dining table. This is a place that people eat. And these are seatings. There are scratches on the seats if you look carefully. What does that mean? Seating places are predetermined. You can see here, for example, there are V-shaped and single scratched places. And the hole you see over there at the end of this table is for wine that was served at that time. This is the nameless chapel. In fact, we really found it odd that it was nameless because it's a chapel that deserves a name. This is a chapel with an interior architecture that we have not seen until now. It has columns. This is a building that has truly begun to take the form of a church. There are some paintings with red color that symbolize blood. There are different pictures here as well. We are now in front of the Dark Church. This is one of the churches that you must see in Goreme Open Air Museum. Why did it get this name? It's actually not that hard to guess. This church has been named as it receives very little light from a small window. It is so dark inside that it was not possible to find out how the paintings and frescoes were made here technically. It is thought that they reflect light with mirrors to inside. For this reason, the colors of the paintings inside the church remained vivid for a long time without fading. Here too, scenes originating from the Torah are depicted, as in the Al-Mali and Sarikli churches. The church you see behind me is the Tokali Church, and this was the oldest known rock church of the region. It consists of 4 venues: the old church, the new church, the church below the old church, and the side chapel north of the new church. You will see this place when you walk inside. In all its details, the life of Jesus was the subject in paintings in this church. What makes this place stand out from other churches? It contains pictures in indigo blue color. It is truly one of the must-see churches, but this place is not in the Open Air Museum. You need to walk 5 minutes from Open Air Museum to come to here. We are at a very special point in Cappadocia right now. We are in Kızılsukur Valley, also known as the Red Valley. This is one of the very special spots in Cappadocia where you can watch the sunset. You need to pay 15 liras for the car entrance ticket. There is free parking. Also, there are cafes side by side where you can watch the sunset. Why is this place called Red Valley? Because there are formations made of red tuff stones here, and it turns a gorgeous red at sunset. It is possible to walk in this Red Valley as well. When you go down, you can see churches from the walking path. There is a church with grapes, there is a chapel, there's a winery, cafe and restaurant down there. There is a sweet hiking trail. Behind the scenes, we were caught in the rain while we were trying to film a magnificent sunset in the Red Valley. This is something special. We came to the Seki Restaurant. Inside the Argos in Cappadocia Hotel for dinner. This is a really big hotel complex. There used to be several cave houses here. It's actually on the edge of a valley. Even the illuminated fairy chimney you see over there was part of this hotel. Let's try their food. We have now placed our orders. We ordered Rafik with pistachio as starter. We ordered salads and 2 cocktails. Let's talk about how Rafik is made. It is made with Ezine cheese, goat cheese, roasted pistachios and olive oil. We really liked its taste. It has a very balanced flavor. We enjoyed the cocktails too. Hot appetizers, liver and main dishes will come. When the main dishes come, we will explain. Our main dishes have arrived. I tasted it, of course. We said veal cheek. At the same time, we ordered local kebab. Local kebab is the most famous meal here. They served it in very cool way. The food is delicious. The menu is very balanced, very proportionate, very tasty. They even brought a butter with garlic and herbs. So delicious. The appetizers were also very good. Indeed, this place got good rating from us. When we come to Cappadocia, what we want to see is in Cappadocia the places that we want to explore, the places we want to see. Never mind. Oh, sorry, I couldn't notice.